Hi, welcome to our first episode of Ask Selema. Now, I'm going to be putting up questions from the anonymous post I made and answering all the questions in details. First question. Me and this dude met on social media and been talking for some time. We live in different parts of the country. He said he's been admiring me for some time until we started talking. One day, he randomly said something suggestive and I had to clear him that we weren't dating because you have never asked me out. So he said he has liked me and he thinks I'm cool because our vibes match, blah blah. Now I like him, but he's not exactly proving anything beyond calling and saying I love you, which is very normal to me. To him, that's enough to know that he wants to date me, but at the same time, I don't want to spell it out like I expect this or that. I saw his post this morning saying, if a woman loves you, she won't need endless convincing and your worth isn't defined by her inability to say it. I don't even know what that means, but I didn't respond. Okay, so I'm going to say like a lot of things, and which is why I wanted to do like a video like podcast for this thing, because you guys are going to see in real time my face when I read some of these things, all right? So for this one, let's begin. Because it's going to be a lot, so I need you to grab popcorn and water or something. So you guys know how they say that men know what they're doing, right? It's not a suggestion. It's like a fact. Like it's an actual thing. Men are not clueless. You think that they are, but they're really not. And when I answered this thing on Instagram, I started by telling a story. So I'm going to tell the same story. I had this client that I was teaching, right? And she was going through my dating and femininity course. And we had hit sort of like a block. And I knew that in order to unlock the place that we were at with her, I had to bring in external help. Because there are some parts like that you cannot unlock for somebody mentally unless they've seen that thing exist. And for her, it was the fact that she had never seen a man exist in that level, on that level. See him provide, fawn over a woman, be drooling, be head over heels in love, right? So I asked the man that I was dating at the time to please come on my class call. And I mean, a supportive man, because we all know we don't date anything less. And he was so glad to do it. And I'm like, here's the issue. This is what is going on. And if you know me, you know that I'm very private. So obviously he's going to come on anonymously because we're not about to do a video call. We're not doing that. So I got him to go on the call and I told her she could ask him anything she wanted to, even related to us, our story, how we like started, played out, all of that. And boy, did she come with the questions. Like the questions were plenty. I think that was probably the longest class I'd had with her. It was almost 4 hours. The questions were a lot. And the fact that he answered everything, like constantly, just giving her answers. And when he would give her answers, talk about us, talk about me, talk about like, pursuing me, he would also give her advice. Now, the one thing that I think stuck with her, because it's the one thing I remember, he said something to her and he said, forget all this soft voice that this baby's giving you. I fought for my life. Like, I knew who I was going to pursue. I knew who she was. I knew what she was going to tolerate and what she was not going to tolerate. And I knew that this woman is not going to let me get off easy, even if she was interested in me, even if she liked me. He's like, so when I used to answer all the questions that she used to ask, like when she was vetting me, because I knew she was vetting me, I go to sweat. Like, I go to sweat. And it was like, I would go into my notes app, I would type full essays. Like, and this is me that I'm not about to type essays for a woman. But I knew where I was and I knew how I had to come. He's like, he'll go into his notes app, he will type full essays, take the thing he had typed on notes app, copy it and paste it in messages and send it at once. So that I could read it like instead of breaking the text, right? And we literally started laughing. But it proved one thing, because that call unlocked something really big for her. And it was the fact that men know who to play with. And they know how to treat you by what you allow. It's that simple. So to answer this question, the fact that you are still entertaining him, the fact that you are letting him talk to you for however long he's talked to you, and gotten to the point where he's saying, oh, I love you, we're dating now, it's part of the problem. That's number one. Number two, this man has watched you, right? From what you've said. And I don't know if you guys know, but men are not clueless. If he's watched you, followed you on social media, there are certain things that you can pick up. And I said this thing to a client one day. If I can go through your social media when I'm trying to vet your social media, because I do vetting for my clients as well, and basically give them, like, if you were going to use Instagram as a dating like app or put yourself out there, here's what I would take away from your page. Men do the same thing, and I'm a woman. If I can do that for you, then trust and believe that men are doing it too, and that these are the few things I can take away. Understand that men are taking that away as well. So if he's done that with your social media, he's watched you for a while, then finally started talking to you, you need to understand that he's picked up a few things. And one of the things he's probably picked up is that whatever it is that he's doing is fine. And that's a problem, because it's not going to change. Now, another thing that I'm going to add is the fact that men sort of beat you into submission. And I'll explain what that means. I don't mean physically putting their hands on you, even though there are some barbarians in this world. But what I mean is they will put something into your subconscious so that you start to think that that is what you really want. And then you become okay with it. So the thing that he posted on his story, and he's saying, woman, when like, go stress you, or you don't have to do too much, is him beating you into submission. What is going to happen is that you'll read that post, it will stay with you, it will stay in your head, and every time that you think that, I'm gonna be with somebody, or no, I'm gonna be with him and I like him, you would remember that post. Let me not stress this man too much because I like him, and woman, when like you, no go stress you. So if it's something like maybe you want a girlfriend proposal, you will dumb it down, because woman, when like you, no go stress you. So now you don't want a girlfriend proposal anymore. If you're somebody who wants date nights, you will dumb it down, because woman, when like you, no go stress you. Do you see how it starts? And it goes on and on. Then you will date him, and woman, when like you, no go stress you. It will be the running theme of your relationship and your interaction with that man. So what I'm going to tell you, like I always say, change the man, not your desires. It's as simple as that. Because one of the things that I do with all of my clients is I need you to understand and believe that, in the famous words of Isaac Newton, men they. Do you understand me? And there is not like it's like a thing in your head that you've imagined that, I want girlfriend proposal. I want my man to be able to take me to dinner, buy me flowers. I want my man to be emotionally intelligent, to be communicative. There's not a thing that you've imagined that can exist in a romantic interaction with a man. That doesn't exist. And I need you to understand now, until you get it, you shouldn't settle for less. Okay? So this thing you are doing with him, I don't know what it's called. But in one of the books I've written, I said, I like you in a word of knowledge. Do you understand me? The person has given you a word of knowledge. Even the Bible said that faith without works is dead. Yeah. So if he has faith for the feelings for you, or the feelings he has for you, good. He should put works inside. Without the works, the feelings have died. Thank you so much. Obviously, we know that this is not the Bible, but I do use the Bible to drive my point home. Yeah, that's it. So my point is, block. Yeah. Like, in fact, you know what? If I don't even block, there's something I tell my clients. Leave him to have conversations with himself in your DM. Do you understand? Let him text himself. Let him actively have an exchange with himself, because you're not replying. Yeah, just leave him to be going on and on. And when he's tired, he will stop, because he'll get the message that this babe doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't want to reply. Do that, because you deserve better, right? And somebody who wants to be in a relationship with you cannot be putting up on their story, woman, when like you, no go stress you. The last man that did that to me, I let him talk to himself, because in this life, sometimes you need to hear your own voice so you can hear how stupid you sound. Oops. But yeah, let him talk to himself. Stop entertaining him. And I need you to raise your standards, because that's also part of the problem. It's like when you go into the ocean and you cut yourself, right? Sharks can smell blood, so they come for the blood. That's basically what it is like when it comes to dating men. Men can smell when you don't stand on business, when you're not the type of person to be played with, and when you're the type of woman to be played with, right? Sharks smell blood, men smell low self-esteem, and really lack of value for who you are as a woman. And I'm not saying that to offend you. If you follow this series on my Instagram stories, you know how honest I am. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to tell you the truth so that the next man that you entertain, you don't take nonsense. And this is also why I wrote the playbook. In the 2 years I've been away, I wrote a book called The Playbook. It's about dating and vetting. What I want you to do is to buy that book, because in it I talk about timelines. You have to have a timeline for engaging a man and for being in a talking stage, even if I don't think that talking stages are real. Let's be honest. But yeah, you have to have a timeline, and that book explains in detail what the timeline is. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Ask Selema. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like so that my helper can find me. All right, bye.